Change is an inevitable part of life. Most of the changes always challenge us. On similar lines, there are always changes happening on the UK immigration rules. UK immigration rules are no exception to change. Every month there are some changes brought into play. Today I'm going to talk about the changes that will be brought in from 4th of April. Mark the date 4th of April 2024 for the salary requirements, the minimum salary that is required to be paid to a skilled worker. Current salary requirements, the lowest salary that can be paid to a skilled worker is 26,200. This minimum salary will be increased to 38,700 from 4th of April 2024. All the migrants who are already under this route, I'll try and split and explain how it would affect individuals who are already in the rules with extension, with ILR, individuals who would be filing, and those individuals who would file very much on the brink. If their DCOSS defined certificates are applied, they file an application, hold it, etc. etc. So first I will take the part where individuals are already in the UK on the skilled worker visa and they are working under the current salary requirements, let's say 26,200 or whatever their salaries are. So anyone who is already working in the UK on the skilled worker visa, they would not be impacted on their current permission. For example, if you are an individual and you already have leave to remain for next 3 years, 5 years, whatever that period is, till that time these changes will not affect you. But one caveat I would like to put into place is Home Office expects you. This is what the rules have not been published, but this is what Home Office is going to draft in the rules. We are very positive because they have already expressed their intention that at the point of extension or changing employer, let's say you already have a 3-year visa, you use up 1 year of it, 2 years are remaining, you want to change an employer, you are changing the job or you are changing the job code with the same employer, whatever you are doing, that they call it updating your skilled worker visa with the new details of the employer, etc. It's usually a new skilled worker application, whatever they call it. But in that case, you will be expected to be paid a new salary. Let's say you are working currently on 26,200 as the minimum salary in June, or say any date after 4th of April. On 5th of April, let's say you file an application for change of employer, you will have to be paid the new salary, that is the minimum of 38,700 that will have to be paid to you if you change employer. Summarily, the way I would put it is anytime you make another application, till the time you have the current permission as a skilled worker, you are fine till the end of that permission. If you are continuing to work with the same employer, everything is fine, the job code is same, you will be fine. You will not be affected by this change, increase in the salary requirement. But anytime you make a new application to Home Office, that's when you file a skilled worker application either to extend your visa, say let's say your leave is expiring and you want to extend with the same employer, then you would be affected by this change. The new salary on the new cost should be the, as per the new rules, 38,700. And if you also decide to change employer, you are working for an X employer, you decide to go to Y employer, you will have to be paid as per the new requirements, 38,700 minimum. So that is for the current employees, migrants who are already in the UK on the skilled worker visa. This is only though at those 2 points. And when you file indefinite leave to remain, you would be expected to be earning the minimum salary of 38,700 or higher, depending on the formula. Let's say if your job requires minimum to be paid is 40,000 and the rule is 38,700 minimum, you should be paid 40. That is the usual formula even today. So 38,700 minimum salary impact would happen on you if you are already a migrant in the UK. On usually if you make another new application as a skilled worker, either to extend, change employer, change the job code, whatever that is, or you file an ILR application. At that point, when you get a letter from the employer, you will need the confirmation that the salaries meet the new requirements. Also, the latest pay slip that you would be expected to give at that point should be as per the new requirements, the increased salary requirements. So remember that. Second part, so that is all about currently who is on a skilled worker visa. Someone who files an application after the change has happened, the skilled worker application, they would straight away fall into the new area, new category. Their minimum salaries will have to be at least 38,700. That is very simplified. Individuals who are already, there are a lot of people I know that I have done other lives and all where, and also there are on the YouTube channel there are many questions from Home Office current position of the defined certificate of sponsorship. There is a quite a bit of a queue. A lot of decauses are in progress. Individuals who are in such conditions, let's say their decos was filed before 4th of April, any date today or any time before 4th of April, before the change happens, and how would their situations work? So this is something that is probable. Uh, these are different options. Anything can be explored. I'm just discussing these different options, my opinion, that may be possible. You may be able to keep your application ready, the skilled worker application. The salary impact will be on the skilled worker application. We are not very sure how Home Office will decide where a DCOS is approved with a lower salary and you file the application after 4th April. I am very positive after 4th of April, any skilled worker application that is filed, which means the payment of the visa application fees is made, they will consider the new salary requirement. They will be expecting the employer to change the salary on the DCOS by putting a comment on the DCOS or even the UCOS, undefined cost. They will be expecting the employers to change it if the skilled worker application is filed after, because the change is happening to the skilled worker application. They are not talking of the DCOS and all. So any applications, these are just interpretations, the rules are not yet out, we will have to see the rules, but whatever reading I have of whatever Home Office has published till now, the news article that came from UKVI on 30th January, that is what I have in front of me. Before that there was a fact sheet that was declared, and after reading through all of these documents and Home Office practice that we are aware of from past experience, any skilled worker application, doesn't matter when the DCOS or the UCOS, undefined cost or defined cost was approved, any application that is submitted on or after 4th of April, that will have to meet the new salary requirement. If individuals try to play the system, so currently, yes, lawyers do this. Even we file these applications when DCOSs or any certificate of sponsorship application is pending. We do sometimes file it pending the decision on the cause, ask the Home Office to keep the application on hold, etc., etc., to lock the date of application on the skilled worker application. But that is possible now. We do it usually if a migrant's leave is ending, they don't have any other leave, and let's say their visa is going to expire today, we will file a skilled worker application without the cause reference, or uh, yeah, so without getting an approved cause. The cause is still in progress, which is filed, and once the cause is approved, we provide the case working team with the cause reference and they progress it. This has been normal practice, but in this case, if anyone is trying to play the system by filing an application early, say you file the application today, your DCOS is already filed, but if your DCOS comes later on, we don't know how Home Office is going to look at it. Whether they always have the option of rejecting the skilled worker application as invalid because the cost reference number is required and it is in the validity requirements. Let's say I file an application right now. Today I file an application without an approved cost reference. Cost is already in progress. We file it to Home Office, but we don't have a reference a number yet. It's not yet approved. So if I file it today and Home Office picks it up tomorrow, let's say hypothetically, they have the option of declaring the application invalid and rejecting it back to me. That is the option. It is provided in the immigration rules. So that is something they may resort to in that case, or they may hold it and then consider when the DCOS comes. We are not sure how those things will work, but that is only transitory. Overall, summarily, anyone who is already in the UK on the skilled worker visa should not worry about the changes, at least till the point they are making a new application. That's number one. And anyone who is filing an application after 4th of April or on or after 4th of April has to be paid the current salaries, irrespective of the DCOS situation. So that is summarily, I just wanted to put it across. I have covered all the aspects in this. So the date to mark is 4th of April 2024, and the minimum salaries are going to rise to 38,700. Thank you very much. And if you do like this video, do subscribe to our channel and like this video, comment on it, whatever you have decided, whatever course of action. If you're an employer, you're a migrant, whoever you are, what course of action you have taken, anything that has helped either from this video or something that you have done in your situation case and that may help others. Once you discuss, maybe we go through all the comments, we reply to them, we also address the comments in the live sessions that we do. So yes, definitely share your experience, what you decide from this, from your own decisions, whatever that is. And thank you very much.